So, hi everyone, good day. Welcome to my channel. This channel will just be talking about tech related stuff. So, today I'll be discussing how to use Google Classroom. How to use Google Classroom. Now, with the pandemic on and everything, it is very likely that many schools will close down once again. But we don't want this to happen, but it's very likely that it would happen. Probably let's say 1 week or 2 weeks. So with this you need a way, especially for schools, you need a way to be able to teach your students online, to be able to take them online and to make it feel as if they are also in class. And this is what Google Classroom is actually about. Now, I've been using Google Classroom for a very long time, at least for since the pandemic started. That's about 1 year now, and the school that I've been using it for has been thriving even during the pandemic. Um the students learned during the pandemic. So instead of just staying at home, they were also able to learn. The teachers were able to teach them, and I introduced this to that school. So I will introduce it here too. Now, this Google Classroom is just what it means. It's a classroom that was developed by Google for teachers and students. Now it's free. You can use it without signing up for anything at all. What you just need, is just a the only thing you need is just a Gmail account. So let's go right into it. Now, the first thing you do, right? You type Google Classroom. You type Google Classroom on your search bar, and just click the first link you see there, which is this. So that's what I will do. Now, because I have, like I told you, I'm in a class already, so this is the school that introduced it to. So, because this is already a school, we won't go into this. Let's create our own. So, when you log into when you create a Google Classroom, right, with your own Gmail. So this is under Gmail account, which you see here, RactaTech. So you have this. This is what you see, right? So well, the first thing you have to do at this point, if you check here, you see your classes calendar, settings, archive classes. If you check here, you see other Google applications. If you check here, it's just to show you your account, your Gmail account. Now, what you want to do is click here, right? So if you are a teacher and you want to start a classroom for your students, I will the what you will do is to create a class, right? So you read this. Now, if so, your school using a classroom at a school with students, if so, your school will sign up with for a free G Suite account for education, G Suite for education. Now, this actually will is it's a very long process. Google won't immediately verify that your school is there. So you can just do it for free. So you can just click here. I've read and I understand the above and continue. Now you just put the class name. Now what is your class name, right? Let's say your class is higher grade 4, right? Higher grade 4, or let's say we're creating for a school. So let me give it okay, the school I always create for is Pottersville Private School. Pottersville Private School. Now you can just do this, or let's say, okay, now you click here and you say create class. When you create class, I've read and understood. Now the first thing you do here, the class name, you type in, let's say higher grade 4. higher grade grade 4. I'm sorry. I don't know how to type again. Higher grade 4. And let's say section. Let's say you have many arms of the classes. You have grade 4, or you can say primary 4, 4, arm 1, 4, arm 2, right? So let's just say this is arm 1. So let's say the first thing I want to teach them is mathematics, right? But I don't want to create a class for mathematics. I just want to create one class for higher grade 4. So I won't put this. I'll just click create. Is that okay? Once it has created, so let's wait for it to load. So this that's created, right? So this now is a class higher grade 4, the arm 1. So what do I want to do here? Now, of course, in higher grade 4, there are many subjects that your students are taking, right? There are many subjects that your students will take. So what you want to do here, you go straight to classwork. You want to create a topic, right? So let's say we want to create a topic. I want to give them a material to read at home. So it's like writing a note. So I want to say mathematics, right? So mathematics, what will higher grade 4 reach? So let's say multiplication, multiplication and division of um of fractions, fractions, right? So let's say description is optional, so you just describe what the topic is all about. And what we'll do here, so what we do here, right? Description is optional, so you can click on add. What exactly do you want your students to read? Now this is very interesting in that it allows the teachers, the staff to learn more, to go online and research on the topic instead of just sticking with the textbooks they have. Of course, you can use the textbooks they have. You can just type it, right? You want to put in a file, so you create a document. You create a document and drop it here. So if I go over here and create a document, let's say a Word document. I create a document, I type what I want to type there, and I just drop it here. So um, let it come up, let it come up. So I create a document, right? I want to tell them I have, let's say I have a note on on multiplication and division of fractions. Now, everything that I'll write here is what I will put on the board in my class, right? I don't want to I don't want to go online and search for materials. I have their textbook, my student textbook, so I'll just take them and write the notes, right? And I'll save. So once I save, I'll just let's say save on computer, browse on the so let's just click save, right? So I've saved this. Since I've saved it, I can easily just browse here and and drop my and drop the document here. So this is what I want my students to read, right? It's just a document. I didn't put anything here, but of course you can do that on your own. So instead of me doing this, right, I now I have to retype all this and retype all the students, all the student textbook or everything in the note. I have to put it here. Instead of me doing this, I can just go online and search for fractions, right? Multiplication and division of fractions, which I've done here. So multiplication and division of fractions, the first site is what, so let me show you how I did it. Multiplication and division of fractions. So the first one here was the one I picked, right? So this was what I picked, and which is what is here. So I can just link this up. I'll copy the link here. I'll come here, come over here. I will add. What am I adding? I want to add a link, right? This is what I want my students to check out. So once they see this, now I've posted this. Once they see this, oh, I want them to read on this. I want them to read the materials there, and um, once they're done, I want them to answer the questions which will show you later. So this is a very simple way to do this. Now, with this, you can also add the students. Now, I don't have any students here, so let me try to come into this as a student. Now, because you are a teacher, this is what you are seeing. Now, what exactly would your students see? Um, if I if I come here, so let me save as draft because I'm not done with this, right? So I just saved as draft there. So if I come here, what I want to do is that I want to copy this code. Now, supposing your class higher grade 4 has a WhatsApp group, somewhere that you communicate to all your parents, right? All your students' parents. So supposing they have a WhatsApp group, you would want to copy this link and drop it there. So you copy the link, which is what I've done. Here I'm logged in as another account. So as a, let's say I'm a student now, I want to join that class, that I have grade 4 class. So I'm just going to um put the code here. Sorry, copy code, which is what I wanted I should have done. So I'm just going to put the code here and join. So I'm joining that class, and once it comes up, right, this is what I see as a student. As a student. So a student, I'm in here as a student. A student, I can put something here. Let's say as a parent, I want to explain something to my my students, to my child. I want to explain something to my child's teacher that maybe he's not getting it right. He doesn't understand it well or something. I can drop it here. So I've not posted the assignment or the classwork, the mathematics work. So I can come here as the here right here. I'm a teacher now. So because I've not done this, so I'm just going to edit. As I'm editing, I'm going to post, right? So once I've posted this, here now I'm a parent, a student. This is what I can now see here as a student. So as a student, I can just click on this, right, and see the materials that my teacher wants me to read. So this is a very good way to do your work, to teach online. Now you want to be able to send a classwork. Now, this is just a note for them to read. Now, supposing I want to give them an assignment, right? So, what do I want to do? I like using this quiz assignment. You can check through on everything here, but I prefer using this because it allows Google to mark your students' work for you. So you just put the answer and put the question with the answer. Now, I'm just going to say mathematics assignment. Mathematics assignment. So let's say instruction, do all the questions or solve all the questions. Let's add. So let's say blank quiz. So this automatically comes up when you've created it, and this is what the blank quiz looks like. So I clicked on it. This is what it looks like, right? It asks you to put in a question. So I'm just going to put in 5 questions. So let's say um let me pick something like 2/5 times 6/7. So let me see. 2/5, 2/5 times times 6/7. 2/5 times 6/7. And I want a short answer, or I can decide to have a multiple choice. Now you can go through all this. This alone will take time to go through, but this is very easy to get. So let's say my answer, I want it to be, let's say 12/35, 1/4. So the answer is probably 12/35, 12/35. So let's say 1/4, 1/4, and 17/40. Let's give it 3 options. You can add as many options as you want to, and you can remove the options you don't want. So I want to add an answer key, right? So an answer key, let's say I want this. This is actually the answer, and I want to say, oh, for this I want the student to have 5 marks, right? I can also add a feedback in case the student didn't get it. You can put what do you want the student to see if he didn't get it. If he got it, what do you want the student to see? Let's say, okay, if you didn't get it, the answer, I can just say the answer is 12/35, right? And if you got it, well done, something. So let's save this, and that's that. And I'll just click done. That's for the first question. So you want to do this, right? The blank quiz, you don't just leave it as blank quiz. I'll recommend you start here. Just put assignment, mathematics assignment, or math assignment, and it automatically come here. But let's see, math assignment. Now, what I like doing, right? I've taught you how to write the question. What I like doing is to create a, a, a part for the name of the student. So you want to be able to associate this assignment with the student's name. So first and first, always put this as the number one, right? Give it a short answer. Always make it required. So this required means that the student has to answer this question, right? So the student has to put in a name. So you don't have to give it any score, just put this name. Now you can also do this, put a description. Now I want a description to be example um um John, John Mary example John Mary, right? So something like this. Right, so let's leave it at one question because of the time, and let's save. Right, let's save. So Google automatically saves this. I don't have to do anything here, and this is it. Now I want to preview. That is what this is. I want to preview, and preview means that how will your students see it, right? So the first thing first, I want to put in my name. So let's say Mary John, and I want to pick this and submit. Right, with here I will be able to view my score, and my score is 5/5 because of course I picked the correct option, and well done, because that's the feedback I said it should show. So this is what it is. Now here you see the responses. Now the responses that it has gotten here is 1, right? Because that's the number of persons that solved this quiz, that has done this quiz. So you can check, also you can check the number of people that failed, number of people that got it, and things like that. So with here, you just click here and you will go there. So it's very simple as that. And now I'll just assign. right? I've assigned the assignment down to that class. So as a teacher, this is what I'm seeing, right? So let me check as a student, what am I seeing? So if I go back, what will I see? So let me update this. And immediately I see the mathematics assignment, right? And if I click on this, I'll be able to do the assignment. Be able to do the assignment. So just click here and see the assignment. Is that okay? So that is all for today. Of course, I'll keep on posting videos on updates like this. If you want me to do more videos like this, comment down in the section below. You can like and subscribe if you like this content. Thank you very much for sticking with me to the end, and have a nice day. Bye.